It's KB24 Gaming, and I got a story today for you guys. Um, so this story is about how in 8th grade I got 5 days out of school suspension or OSS for teabagging a girl. So let me explain. So in 8th grade, it was about 5 years ago. I was a kid who basically did anything for a laugh. Like I was a class clown. I did anything to make my friends laugh. Anything. Like trouble wasn't that big of a deal for me because I was just so used to it. I just did anything. So one afternoon, we're in tech, or you guys probably call it wood shop. Me and a group of friends, it's pretty close with. Um, except for one, and we'll name him. We'll nickname him Joey. So we're all having a conversation, and so one of my friends goes, "I dare you to go to the back of the class and teabag this girl," and I'm like, "That's nothing for me. I'll do it. I did anything for a laugh." And I knew this girl because I dated her in the past, so I was like, "Yeah, she's not gonna get mad. I'm gonna just get this laugh, and everything's gonna be cool." So a few seconds go by, I walk back to the class, walk back, I walk to the back of the class, and I teabag her. And then, they're laughing, even her friend that's standing next to her is laughing. And I'm like, okay, everything's good, everything's great. The girl I teabagged, she wasn't laughing that much. She was like awkwardly blushing, but typically everything was fine. So dang it, I continue back to the front of the class, and then my friends are like, "I dare you to go teabag her friend." And I'm like, okay, she laughs, so she's not gonna get mad. And we go to the back of the class. I go to the back of the class. I teabag the friend. And then she like had like this weird face on. I didn't think anything of it. Of course she's gonna be like a little angry. I mean, I teabagged her. So I just went back to the front of the class, continue conversating with my friends. And then the second friend, not the one I dated, I see her run by me crying. And then I'm like, hold up, what's going on? And then her friend goes up behind her, and she's crying as well. I see them run out the classroom. And my teacher's like, yo, what's going on? And I just acted like I didn't know, because I really didn't think it was about me, because I thought everything was okay. So we continue, and then I get called down to the office. And then I had this principal who was like, I guess you could say he was cool, but at the same time, I don't know, he was just a dickhead. So I'm talking to my principal, and he's like, these two girls accuse you of like, he said groping them. And I was like, no, it was an accident, like all this other stuff, making a pretty good plea. And I was a pretty believable kid, so he kind of believed me. And I get back to the classroom, and I tell my group of friends the exact story I said, because just in case they got called down, they know what to say. So all my friends were like, yeah, okay, we'll go with it, we'll roll with it, because they're the ones that dare me, so they try to get me out of it. So he's calling them down one by one by one. Then he gets to the last kid, which is Joey, his nickname that we gave him. And everything's going fine. Joey comes back, but he has like this weird look on his face. So I'm like, what's up? What happened? What'd you tell him? Because I asked everyone when they came back, what'd you tell him? What'd you tell him? And he goes, I told him we dared you. And I was like, what? Like, the look on my face, like the look that I gave him was just a look of disgust. Like, you dared me to do this, and you're not even gonna help me try to get out of it? It was just, I don't know, I was really upset. And he was like, yeah, I dared him to do this, yada yada yada. And then once he comes back and tells me that, I hear my name back on the intercom. He come down to the office, and then he was like, your friend told on you, all this other stuff. We got the drop. You're getting 5 days of OSS. And I mean, I was just trying to plead like my case, like trying to make me seem innocent, and he kind of believed me. So he was like, and I was on the basketball team at the time, so he was like, okay, you can play in your game today, but after that, your suspension starts. So I was like, all right. And then weird coincidence is that I told my grandma to come to my game that day. So the game was going on, and we finished the game, and she was in the hallway. I'm trying to walk out just so he doesn't get to talk to her, and I tell him myself. And he tells her, and I'm standing right next to her, and he's telling her a completely different story. Like, he was just going on, just putting me down, and my grandma was just giving me the look, that boy, you know I'm gonna break your neck when we go home look. So I get sent home, and that's just the story on how I got 5 days OSS for a teabag. It's been KB24 Gaming. Peace.